Buenos dias, beautiful people! Hello and good morning from the capital city of Portugal! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are in Lisbon! Whoop whoop! And I want to just wish everybody a happy Sunday. I hope you are all well. And yeah, I've just landed in the capital city of Portugal for another little trip. This is Patch Mullis reporting for Patch Mullis TV. You know the drill by now. And yeah, just making my way to my transfer. I'm coming back to Lisbon in a few days. The first part of my trip now is I'm going to Nazaré, the world famous surfing haven of Nazaré. You may have seen on YouTube and on social media the giant waves that are there, and people come from all over the world to surf in Nazaré. So I've always wanted to check it out. I'm fascinated by these huge, massive waves that are there. I can't wait to see them live. And yeah, then I'm going up to Porto for a day as well, and then I come back down to Lisbon for a few days to explore this beautiful, beautiful city. So just wanted to check in with everybody, and yeah, hope everybody's well. And yeah, I will check in throughout the next few days. You can be sure of a lot of content, a lot of reporting live from this beautiful, beautiful Mediterranean country. And yeah, really happy to be here. Obviously very excited to go and see these big waves and to see the country in general. I've always wanted to come to Portugal. Gonna go and hopefully catch a Sporting Lisbon game. Possibly Benfica as well, I'm not sure. Probably not Benfica, but definitely Sporting Lisbon. So yeah, just make sure I don't get ran over first. So yeah, gonna sign off now. I'll check back in a bit. And it's back to you in the studio. Over and out! So I've pretty much been off the fizzy drinks for quite a while, every now and again. But I just went to the supermarket to get a bottle of water, and ice cold Vimto in Portugal just had to be done. Buenas tardes, beautiful people. This is Patch Mullis reporting for Patch Mullis TV, live and direct from Nazaré in Portugal. I've just arrived now and just making my way to the hotel. The hotel is on a hill, which I knew was quite a big hill, but now I can see it. It's actually a very big hill. I would say probably about 250 meters high. But there's like an old school lift which takes you up to the top apparently. Maybe you can see it in the background there. Look, I'm just walking towards it now. Can you see it? I'll do a video when I get a bit closer anyway. But yeah, my hotel's on the top, so I've got to get up there. It's a little bit breezy here as well. Raining a little bit. Just started anyway, typically, but we're not going to let it dampen our spirits. But I quite fancy a hot shower and a cup of tea, so I'm going to go and check into the hotel and see if I can sort both of those things out, and then I will check in a bit. Back to you in the studio. So that's the stair lift there, or the top of it, just coming out the top of that building there. Alright, so this is the first view of the beach. Now this is the south beach which is not where the mega waves are. Oh, it's pretty tasty over there though. This is the South Beach, where there are some big waves apparently, but they're not as big as the North Beach. The North Beach is the other side of that lighthouse there, and the reason the waves are so big there is because there's a massive underground canyon. Under the sea though. And this is how the waves build up from deep under the sea, and then the pressure just brings them up to the surface, and they just obviously rip out. So my hotel is up there at the top. You can see the top of the cable car there. So yeah, I'm going to make my way up there now, and there's also a supermarket up the top there as well, so I'll go and get a few bits and have a nice hot shower and a cup of tea, and then we'll decide what we're going to do. But there's a lot of sea mist coming over there, so there's obviously some big waves coming across there. This is absolutely nuts. I don't know if you can shoot it. Oh. Mental. This is absolutely nuts. It's so steep. I can't even tell you how steep that is. Look. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Alright, up we go. This is absolutely nuts. Video will do it justice how steep it is. Oh, there's another one coming down. So that's what they're splitting the tracks for. South Beach there. Say that's one of the best 250s I've ever spent. Absolutely insane. That was one of the best 250s I've ever spent. Absolutely nuts. Buenas tardes. This is Patch Mullis reporting for Patch Mullis TV. In a fucking cold Nazare, about halfway up Portugal. So, been and checked into the hotel. Nice little gaff actually. Bit cold though. Trying to sort out a heater in there because the room's nice and everything, but it's no like no central heating or anything. It's just like what? So I just decided I'm going to come out and just have a little wander down to the North Beach to see some waves just for a little bit before it gets dark, and then I'm going to come back and go to the supermarket and get some supplies. Probably have a shower and stuff then, and then I'm not decided if like I might go out and see if I can find something to do, or I might just chill because I'm quite knackered actually. Didn't really sleep last night, and I've been training quite hard over the past few weeks and a lot of travelling today, so I'm a bit knackered. So we'll see how I feel, but yeah, just gonna go down and see if there's any of these mega waves about today, and then yeah, I will check in if there's out worth reporting. But for now, it's back to you in the studio. Over and out.
Tá bom, nem tanto. Você leva a prancha?
What the fuck? It's absolutely pissing it down. Like completely foggy. You can't see more than about 10 meters in front of you. It's freezing. The hotel that I'm staying doesn't have any form of heating. They don't have any heaters, which I find just quite unbelievable that a hotel would open in the winter and not have any form of heating. And you know, it's not a particularly expensive hotel, but it's not cheap either. It's cost me a fair bit to stay here, and basically so I went to have a look at the waves yesterday. It was all muddy and just really like slippy and horrible everywhere trying to get down to the coast. So, and it was raining as well. I was just like, I got there and I was just like, fuck this. It was all downhill as well. So I was like, bollocks to this. I need to go and get some stuff from the supermarket and have a cup of tea. I got here. There is like, luckily there's like a little kitchen area in the hotel, which is quite cool. So, but there was obviously nothing there. So I had to go and get supplies, you know, tea, milk, all that shit. So I went and got a few bits. I walked like 1.5 kilometre down to the coast, all downhill, and then I had to walk nearly 3 kilometres back up the hill the other way, back to the supermarket, and then 1.5 kilometres back to the hotel in the rain. So by the time I got back to the hotel, I was completely exhausted, like gone, like literally gone. So I came in, I didn't even have anything to eat. I just got in bed because it was freezing. And this is the point when I said, oh, have you got a heater? And they were like, no. I'm like, oh, great. So I was freezing. I just came and got in bed, got under the covers. And then I just woke up at like about 1 o'clock in the morning, just like, oh, what happened? Freezing. So then I fell asleep again. I had a weird, vivid dream last night as well. It was mental, really like nuts. And then I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, like wide awake, freezing. So got up, got a cup of tea, got all sorted out, and by 6 I was ready, and I was thinking, oh, I might go out for a run, I might do something. You know, it's still dark, but it's just been pissing it out. It's just non-stop raining. I'm not going out in the rain because I've got 2 pairs of trainers with me. I've got my normal trainers that I wear, and then I've got my gym trainers, for running, or my running trainers. And when I was in Cadiz, my shoes got soaked, like really soaking wet, and it's then horrible. It's like really hard to dry them, and so I'm just like, I'm not going out in the rain. Bollocks to that. Buenas noches. This is Patch Mollis reporting for Patch Mollis TV from a windy, foggy, but not rainy now, Nazaré in Portugal. I hope everybody is well. Well, just a bit of a shit show of a day, really. It absolutely pissed it down the whole day. Completely foggy, couldn't see anything, and just absolutely hammering it down from last night all the way through today. I've been popping my head out the window religiously every hour, and it's still, I can feel it, it's spitting a bit, but it's stopped raining. So I've just dashed out the door up to the supermarket, got a few bits, and I also found there's like an electrical shop there. So I thought, surely they'll have like, some sort of heater in there or something. I'll just buy a little heater and then donate it to the hotel, like in a sarcastic way as I check out, kind of thing. Little electric shop called Vorten, I think, and looked on the website, found it first, then looked on the website and got little heaters on there. So I thought, great. So went in, walked all the way around the shop, looked at every single shelf in there, and I mean every shelf, like everything. And they had everything. They had fridge freezers, washing machines, irons, hair dryers, which I mean, I don't really need one, but I considered that as well, just to get some heat. No fucking heaters. No fucking heaters. Nothing. So, what the fuck? Looks like another chilly night in the hotel then. Fucking unbelievable. Crazy world. But yeah, that's all I've got to say. So back to you in the studio. Over and fucking out. So I just want to point this out because I bought these last night and just fell asleep when I got back to the hotel, so I didn't get to eat them. I've just cooked up one of those. So I've got a hamburger, Portugal original, it says there. Zoom's not doing something weird. Literally, that was the best burger I've ever had. Ever. Like, that meat, I don't know what that is, but it melted in my mouth. It was like, and I love a burger. If you know me, you know I love a burger. That was absolutely unbelievable. Fuck's sake. But yeah, I'm gonna take the roadway down. There's another way to get down to the lighthouse viewing point, which is not muddy tracks, I think. Anyway, that's what it looks like on Google Maps. So I'm gonna walk down there and see, just to have a look. But I know it's gonna be crazy wind out there. I can feel it already. So hopefully some big waves, but we'll see. But obviously I need to be safe. If it's crazy winds out there, I might have to give it a miss, but I just needed to get out and have a little walk anyway, so we'll see what's going on. But yeah, obviously not the best circumstances for a trip, but this is Mother Nature, and this is about the 5th or 6th, maybe been 7 consecutive storms that have hit the Mediterranean over the past few weeks. So see that, like, I can't see the sea or anything. I can hear it, but I can't see it. Crazy world. But yeah, I'll check in when I get a bit further down there. But for now, it's back to you in the studio. So I've just come down to the little square here. That's the church, or the sanctuary of Nazare. Massive building. And then they've got a Ferris wheel here. So there's going to be many people going on that today. I can imagine in the summer it's beautiful here, like I'm sure there's buskers, you know, lots of people around, and it'll be very beautiful, but not so great in February in the middle of a storm. There's still quite a few people around. But I'm getting down towards the road that leads down there now, so it's going to get really windy in a minute, I'm sure. Alright, so this is the road down there. So right on the edge of the cliff here. That's the south beach down there. At least it's not raining. Okay. Sorry. Okay, it was very populated by deer around here, and that's Vido, who is 6.3 meters high. Alright, so here's the famous lighthouse. Buenas tardes, this is Patch Mullis report from Patch Mullis TV, live and direct from Nazare, the surfing capital of the world. That was a really big one. Yeah, amazing to see the waves up close. Don't think they're as big as sometimes. Like, I've seen videos where they're, you know, like 20 meter high. I think probably today there was a couple that were maybe about 15 meters, something like that, but they weren't the really mega waves, but still, like, still impressive, still definitely worth coming to see. So, but I'll probably pop back down again tomorrow and have a look and see if they're any bigger. But yeah, to feel that raw power and to hear them is pretty spectacular. And I love the sea. If you know me, the sea is like my happy place. I love being in the sea. I love swimming in the sea. It's really my ultimate happy place is in the sea. So anything to do with the sea, I'm there, you know. So yeah, definitely worth coming to see. But for now, it's back to you in the studio. Over at Dutch. Only in Nazare. So some guy just tried to sell me a poncho in his best Portuguese. I was like, nah. And he was like, cocaine? Hashish? What the fuck? Must be the hat. I don't know. Fucking hell. This is Patch Mullis reporting for Patch Mullis TV. So on another subject entirely, I've had a message from the Portuguese government warning me to stay away from a river which is like on the route up to Porto, which I was going to go to tomorrow. Basically say that it's flooded and the riverbanks will collapse and da. So I've checked the buses. The buses are all cancelled. I've checked the trains. Most of the trains are cancelled. I can get to Porto, but it's going to take 4.5 hours. So 4.5 hours there and then 4.5 hours back, which is just ridiculous. That's like the whole day. So it looks like Porto is cancelled. What a fucking joke. A positive is I've got a ticket for sport in Lisbon on Sunday night. So I'm definitely going to go to that. So that's a good way, because I fly back on Monday. So that's a positive way to end the trip, going to see sport in Lisbon. I've got a really good seat as well. So I'm quite happy about that. But yeah, I can't go to Porto. So I'm stuck in Nazare for another fucking day and another night.